Hello there. Alright, I know most of you want to learn the handstand ASAP because it looks cool and it's the best way to impress others, especially if you want to get some pussies. Not you. But seriously, if you're doing it for that reason, just quit. I'm speaking from experience. Anyway, back to the intro. So you want to immediately start balancing and walking on your hands with your legs flopping in the air. And you want to get so good at it that wherever you go, you want to start balancing on your hands and impressing others. You also want to learn impressive skills that make you look like a badass and a legend, just like me. You want to learn it so quick and immediately that you start doing it overnight. Why the hell am I screaming? And why are you in a rush? No, seriously. You're gonna end up injuring yourself. Relax. Take a deep breath. Anyway, I learned the handstand in 3 weeks, and I'm gonna teach you exactly how to do it. Stay tuned. Alright, let's start with the first step. Step number 1, you must have some basic strength. Now when I started out learning the handstand, I was able to at least do 10 push-ups.
What the hell? Oh my God.
And I was also able to hold myself in a pike hold for a couple of seconds. And with that being said, the first step should be for you to be able to at least do 10 push-ups and 10 seconds of pike holds. This ensures that you have the basic strength and stability in your shoulders, wrists, and your arms in general to hold yourself in a handstand. So please, if you have absolutely no strength at all and you jump into a handstand, do expect to end up in the hospital. Now that you have basic strength, we would like to take a little bit further. So what I started doing is I started getting on my hands and kicking up against the wall. Now, although I was able to get it up there, I wasn't able to hold it for that long. And me being the young, intelligent, smart, handsome man that I was, I decided to do the elevated pike holds. So now we're making the pike holds a little bit more difficult so we can get better stability and strength in our shoulder. That's biceps. So while I was practicing handstand kick-ups on the wall, I was practicing the elevated pike holds. And guess what? It was going perfect. Because technically that was my first 5 days when I started. And after taking a rest for 1 or 2 days, I got back at it. And trust me, it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but in a matter of 4 or 5 days, I was able to kick up on the wall and hold it there for at least like 10 seconds. And what I started doing was a bit different. I started doing wall walks because technically I was trying to do the handstand on the wall, but my chest facing the wall. And because my chest was so huge, I fell back on it. Now, since I had a big ego back then, which I still do by the way, I decided to start attempting the handstands, which was a totally smart idea. It wasn't. Now, although that happened in the first few attempts, the next days after that, I started adapting to it. I started practicing just kick-ups in the free space. However, I was too afraid to kick up high enough to balance because I was afraid I would fall. Now I'm going to tell you an interesting fact. Now remember what I said, because this is going to help you out in the end. Actually, it's the secret to unlock your handstand immediately. So after failing and failing, I was still too scared to just do it in open space and kick high. Like I was kicking up alright, but it wasn't high enough. So I decided to go back to my comfort zone and stick to the wall handstand. And to be fair, that was the first 2 weeks of my handstand journey. I was just kicking up on the wall and trying to hold it there. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, my wrists were hurting a lot, and I remember taking like 2 days off completely. No handstands, no attempts. And when I came back and I kicked up to the wall, I actually got further away from the wall and I kicked up. And I realized that when I kicked up, I didn't immediately land on the wall. And then I realized if I'm able to do a handstand on the wall, even if it's for 5 or 10 seconds, this means I can technically do a handstand. In other words, I can do it without the wall. So this is when the smart, intelligent, handsome young me discovered that what stops us from learning the handstand is our fear of falling. This is truly inspiring. No, seriously though, it was actually a moment of realization. So I went back to the wall, except I started getting further away from the wall and kicking up. And trust me, I was still having this fear. So I kept attempting and attempting. By the end of the 3rd week, I was actually so frustrated and pissed off. And I was like, you know what? It's time. Oh, no, listen, trust me. That's actually what happened. I went to the park on the grass and I actually recorded that. I'm gonna play the clip now. What I did and what helped me get my first freestanding handstand was using your visualization. So what happened is I visualized that I'm doing the handstand on the wall. I swear to God. I just told myself, you know what? Just let's imagine there's a wall behind me. And if I fall, I'm gonna land on the wall. And this psychological trick literally got me the handstand instantly. And this is actually what I realized from my clients. Some of them were trying to learn the handstand for months and they couldn't get it. So after telling them about this, they immediately got the handstand. But what I'm trying to say, it was mostly mental. And the only thing probably stopping you from doing a handstand is the fear of falling. So if you have a fear of falling, then the only solution is to grow some balls. Try to visualize, even when you're doing it in open space, that there's a wall behind you, there's something to support you in case you fall. And just for safety reasons, do it on a soft ground. It can be on the grass or on a mattress you can get in your house. Try it for yourself, come back to this video and just tell me, hey daddy, I got the handstand. But all jokes aside, I hope this video helped you guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And if you want more tips on calisthenics, body weight, leveling up, make sure you subscribe because I'm gonna see you guys next time.